You flash the brights, and what you see, I'm the driver in the front car. I look over to the rear view mirror, I look straight ahead, and then nothing happens. Okay? So now, in your opinion, what did I do? And also, by the way, too, if you actually want me to hear your sounds, you would have to actually project them from your mouth. Okay, got it. So, what did I do when I looked into the rear view mirror and then looked straight ahead? I did what?
Ignored you.
Oh, I ignored you. Okay, what else did I do? Come on, really, what did I do? I ticked you off. What else did I do?
Did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose to be spiteful towards you, right? Okay, see, now here's the beauty of human. This is going to be a short little adventure down the rabbit hole of the mind of a human being for you to really understand why children are going to change their behaviors, because you're going to go down the same rabbit hole. So now, I look 45 degrees to the right, look straight ahead. You, as a human being, make up stories about what happened. I ignored you, I pissed you off, I did this, I did that. Because of course, as a human being, it's all about us, and we have to make things. How many of you, when you go outside, it's raining, as opposed to how many of you, when you go outside, it's raining on you? Right? How many people have that where things have to be about us? So that's fine. Some of you start to squirt. Some of you are like, I thought this workshop was about the kids. So what we're going to do is we flash the brights, nothing happens. What's the next thing that we do?
Ride them.
What's that?
Ride them.
Ride them. Okay, can you be a little more specific? What does that mean?
Get really close to their bumper.
Get really, so by show it, let me see by your hands, how close to the bumper do you get to them? We're going, by the way, we're on 65 miles per hour in this NASCAR. Okay, come on, Donica.
Personally, not that close.
Oh, not that close, but okay. So how many of you, show me by a show of hands, how close is it okay for you to tailgate the person while you're going 65 miles per hour in your 2,000-pound plus killing machine, while they're going they're going the same exact thing. But for some reason in our minds, it's okay for us to do that with no NASCAR training whatsoever. All right. So then, what else do you do? What's the last one? Honk your horn. How many of you honk once? How many of you do like the CPR honking? Where it's like, okay, so got it. So our human reaction, and it didn't take us a second to come up with this. Our human response, we have a human being in front of us. We want them to change their behavior to benefit us. I'm going to say that again. We want them to change their behavior to benefit us, because really, when a child changes their behavior in the classroom, we'd like to say that it's to benefit them, but really, you're getting on our nerves, you're pushing my buttons, you're doing this, and we want you to change behavior because we want our days to be easier. Oh, sorry, was that too true? Sorry. Yeah, so by the way, outside those doors is the fake world of political correctness. Here, you're going to get a taste of reality. What do I mean by that? For me to do anything politically correct means, for me, I need to psychically read every single one of your minds, know every single thing that's happened in your life, so I don't say something that offends you. Is that anywhere near remotely possible? No, but we've lived in this world that we're creating where, you know, that those things happen. So like remember I said, like, instead of me just looking into the rearview mirror, I blew you off, I upset you. Somebody drives fast in front of you, that's what really happened. What you make it mean is, they cut me off, they're inconsiderate, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, they cut you off and you want to give them, you know, the Jersey wave, or you want to give them, you know, some sign language, and then you're driving up because they pissed you off, and they made you upset, and now you see they're a mile up the road. And there's a red light, so you start building up in your mind, oh, I can't wait to pull up next to them, I can't wait to tell them, and you got all these stories in your head, and you're getting closer, and you look over, and they're gorgeous. Are you upset still? Or do you immediately not care anymore? Because that's how our minds work, because we are in control of our minds, we just haven't been taught that. So our minds tell us, immediate response, honk your horn, tailgate, flash your brights. Now, imagine if you're in the car in the front, you're going the speed limit, and you're having a bad day because you spilled your coffee and you can't put it back, so you can't take that responsibility on for yourself. Obviously, gravity or the earth shifted or the moon or something happened and you spilled your coffee. So now you're having a bad day. And now you're in the left lane and somebody comes up from behind you and they honk their horn. And they tailgate you. And they flash their brights. What do? Seriously, what do?
Slow down.
Slow down. So wait a minute, what you're telling me, because I want you to really get this. So what you're telling me is, We know 3 absolute solutions that we know are going to work to get this person to speed up or to go faster or to move over. And we're certain of it because everybody here either said it or thought it. But then if somebody does the same thing to you and wants to get that reaction from you, you in fact do the opposite. How does that make sense? It doesn't. Because human beings are reactionary creatures. We don't have a choice about it. You've been taught all your life that other people are in charge of your emotions. You've been taught that people can make fun of you. You've been taught that people can be mean to you. It starts at 3 years old when a teacher's trying to teach a child empathy and one kid doesn't want to share, which in my world I don't think you should share. Like if anybody thinks you should share, like give me your card please. Oh no, that's for the kids, it's different. So a teacher's trying to teach empathy to a child, and then she'll go up to the child that didn't share, or to both of them and say, can you tell him how he made you feel when he didn't share? So what happens is we're now programming kids, he can make you feel a certain way. Why do you think there's such a major concern with bullying? Because all these kids believe that other people are in charge of their emotions, and they're not being taught that you are in charge of your own emotions. But you don't realize that. As adults, you don't realize it too. So you're in the left lane, I honk my horn, I flash my brights, and I tailgate you, and you do the exact opposite of what you thought the other person would do. Now all of a sudden, you're still in the car. Now what do? I'm in front, I'm behind you. You cut me off, you stopped me, whatever. You won, I'm not getting around you. And all of a sudden, I go over into the right lane. And all of a sudden, you hear my engine. And I don't pass, but you don't know that. And my engine starts to gun. And then I start pulling up on your right. What do?
Speed up.
Speed up. So that's how you get somebody to go faster. You create a race. See, the simplest solution is always there and available. How many of you, when you're done with all the equipment all over the place, you wish your kids would clean up? And you're like, come on kids, everybody clean up, come on, clean up, put this stuff away. And the kids instead of, who wants to play the clean up game? Come on everybody, run. And the kids are like, oh, like they get all excited about it because you get all excited.